And welcome to the Schaefer Center here in Waxahachie, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into the SAGU Sports Network for yet one more volleyball game. It will guaranteed be the last volleyball game on this court in the Schaefer Center with this team. This is round one of the Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament, and it is so exciting to be here with you. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a lot of fun tonight, and we expect have high hopes for your Lady Lions to go very far in this tournament, and if they win this tournament, it will secure an automatic bid to the NAIA National Tournament in Sioux City, Iowa. But enough of that for now. We're going to go down courtside with our very own Kristen Urban and Coach Hank Moore. Kristen, what does Coach Hank have to say?
Thanks, Sean. Coach Moore, it's the first round of the conference tournament. Tell us how you prepared your girls for tonight.
Well, we came in tonight looking at everybody 0-0. From this point on, you're playing to play again. So our kids are ready. We've talked a lot about our pace that we want to play at, and they're prepared.
Tell us your strategy to defeat Mid-America Christian.
Our biggest strategy is for us to control the pace of the game. We got to play faster than they play. If we can do that, I think we have a good win waiting in front of us.
Thanks, Coach Moore, and good luck tonight. Back to you, John and Devin.
Thanks, Kristen. Thank you, Coach Moore. It's been a pleasure to cover your games this year. This is a fantastic team. Long beside me tonight will be the expert, the guru of collegiate volleyball, Miss Devin Webb. Devin, you were fighting traffic, that DFW Dallas traffic, the whole time to get down there, and you made it in time.
Just
welcome.
by the skin of my teeth. Thank you.
How you feeling tonight?
I'm excited. I'm ready for the tournament. I know the Lady Lions are excited about this point in the season, and if you have been tuned into our broadcast recently, this is a familiar team, MACU. We played them on Friday night, so we're in for some more action here. We're excited.
And you can see right there on your screen, it is the layout for this Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament in SAGU. Even though they were tied for number one as the season co-champs, because of the point differential between Oklahoma City and SAGU, they split their season matchups. Oklahoma City had more points than SAGU, so they are awarded the number one seat and an automatic bid to the NAIA National Championship. So they're already in. SAGU's got to earn their way in, and this is how they started with tonight in the first round against the MACU Evangels. They get it done tonight. They will go this weekend to Oklahoma City to play the rest of that Final Four tournament. Right now we're going to go courtside with the prayer, the national anthem, and starting lineups.
And remove your hats as we honor God in prayer. Then remain standing and face the flag as we honor our nation with the singing of the national anthem by SAGU student and member of the Harvesters, Eddie Perkins. Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for this time here. Lord God, I ask that you watch over all the players, Lord. You protect them from all injury, all harm in this tournament. Lord, I pray that win or lose, they give you the praise and glory for it. And ask all these things in Jesus' name, amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched
And now the starting lineups for the Evangelists. At center, freshman number 3, Morgan Van Meer. Middle blocker, freshman number 6, Skylar Browser. Outside hitter, senior number 12, Deja Thompson. Right side, junior number 17, Alexa Bass. Middle hitter, junior number 18, Diane Walter. Right side, freshman number 21, Anika Barnett. And at libero, number 4, Kenley Walker. Head coach is Faith Ablos. And now the starting lineups for your SAGU Lady Lions. Outside hitter, senior number 2, Callie Shaw. Middle hitter, right side, junior number 3, Madeline Hartline. At center, junior number 8, Sophia Ivy. Outside hitter, freshman number 16, Kennedy Wiley. Outside hitter, right side, senior number 17, Suzanne Figueredo. Middle hitter, right side, freshman number 18, JC Akers. And at libero, senior number 7, Celie Bruce. Head coach for the Lady Lions in his 18th season is Hank Moore. Assistant coach is Nick Moore.
And welcome back. There were your starting lineups. And I have not really had time to forget both starting lineups or the roster because we just played MACU on Friday. And they had to go home and come right back. Very interesting how that works out. Most collegiate leagues have their conference tournaments all in one place. But in volleyball, in the SAGU Athletic Conference, they always play the first round to just get down to a Final Four. And that first round is hosted by the top 4 teams. And then the next 4, so 5, 6, 7, and 8, have to travel to the host team. And makes it a little tougher to go on the road and get a win. You know, you don't want to assume you're going to win no matter what. But it's a high probability tonight that SAGU will win. Also, we'll be bringing you some other action in the SAGU Athletic Conference, and there you see Southwestern Christian University is visiting John Brown University. That will be a very, very close match. And here we go. Kennedy Wiley inside the rectangle. Very good hit.
And she'll be one to watch tonight with that cross-court shot. We saw a lot of that over the weekend. If that starts not working out for her, though, she also can hit really strong down the line. So she's a fun player to watch tonight.
One of the fantastic freshmen. Oh, yeah. She saw it and immediately went at it. Right there in the middle, the blank spot, right on the nose of the Lion. Suzanne Figueredo serves in. Covered up by libero, and that's in. Cali, nope, they rule it out. Wow. I am a long way from the line, so could have easily been bad eyes. But, oh, just out. Good call by the line judge. Maddie Hartline bringing some hot salsa to start this match.
Serving Nikki Almager.
Nikki Almager going to perform some service duties. And what happened there, Devin?
A double contact. You can see here on the replay, their setter out of system. The pass is pretty tight to the net. She goes up, tries to jump set it, but didn't quite get there in time, so you saw that spin on the ball, signifying a double contact.
Nikki Almager hits it a little too long. MACU with the point. It's 4-2, the Lady Lions. Callie Shaw hits it very hard and just couldn't be. It was tipped one, okay. Oh yeah, it hit the ground. I thought maybe she had saved it. Ashlyn Thomas. Put back by Jancy Akers. And that's tipped. We'll see this on replay. I believe that was tipped by Sophie Ivy, and it goes out of bounds. It's a point, MACU. Not sure what happened there.
So the play looked like Sophie was trying to do that dump right there, but she was making contact with the ball on her way down. So that play is crucial to be at your highest point in the air to make sure the ball can go over. And it looked like Ivy was just barely on her way down, so she pushed the ball straight into the net.
Yeah, that was not one of her prettiest plays. I'm sure she'll make up for it right here. Predicting an ace. Almost.
Next time.
Oh, good hit. That was Alexa Bass. Callie Shaw, huge hit, but great defense. Suzanne Figueiredo bringing some of that Brazilian habanero hot sauce to the floor. Wow. Going back to Suzanne. Well defended, almost put back in as a free ball by Bass. Good effort right there. Oh, it goes on the wrong side of the antenna as well, so no go. Short, Akers, quick put back. Does that count as a happy birthday?
No, that's a block there. Happy birthday is when it's far enough over the net where they can jump and get a full swing out of it.
Got it.
That could be your half birthday, I guess.
Okay. It's kind of one of those semi-annual anniversaries or something. Covers herself. Figueiredo, easy over, free ball by Bruce. And in the net, out of bounds, point SAGU. Callie Shaw up to serve. Oh, nice hit. That's number 6, Skylar Brower. Called her name a few times on Friday. She looks to be an up-and-coming freshman for this MACU Evangels club. To Bruce. Kennedy Wiley. She started out really far from the net, Devin. Was that a set, kind of a miscue on the set, or did she just jump way too early?
So I think her approach looked pretty good. It looked like she might have piked the top part of her body a little bit too soon. So she backed really far up, which we see from her pretty much every time she hits. But she, like I said, piked a little earlier than normal, and that gave her arm more of a downward motion into the net, which obviously the pike's an important part of why her swing is always so successful.
Yep.
But her timing was just a teeny bit off there.
She really has a lot of vertical. She could get way off the ground. Ooh, that was so close. So close by Brower. I believe it was Brower, yep. It's a good hit. Just a little long. Wow. Bringing home some accuracy.
And that's a great swing, an interesting spot though, because typically you're trying to aim for either straight down the line or hard cross court. But even in that situation, Suzanne hit right where there was a defender, but she was still able to get it right in front of her. And again, there's Kennedy. You see that pike, an awesome formation on her approach right there. And these balls are just falling right in front of all the defenders on the MACU side.
Yeah, she gets a lot of forward momentum, head over the hips, just a ton. Oh, beautiful play right there. Quick dump over. That's Alexa Bass. Doing really good things this set. In the middle was Hartline. Big block. Sophie Ivy in the net.
She got a little too aggressive there on that last block, lost control of her arm.
Yeah. Now, explain that. Is the top of the net untouchable, or is it the bottom of the net that's untouchable?
It's all of it.
Oh.
All of it.
That was a trick question by me. Oh, just a little bit out of a reach of Celie Bruce. And that was well hit. Kennedy Rylands, wow. Just doing good work. Very accurate. Her last few matches, her hitting percentage has been off the charts. Well, they're still, I guess, on the charts.
Just almost off.
Yeah.
Almost.
Point SAGU, 15-11. And here's Nikki Almaguer. Little free ball action over by the Evangels. And smart play by Sophie Ivy to quickly get it over on hit number 2. And the dig was just a little too much. It goes out of bounds, as you saw. Interesting night going on here at the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University for SAGU Athletics. As could be expected, tournament time in any sport yields out some unexpectables, and you just don't know how to plan for them. And you have to make your schedules for all your athletic for all your sports way in advance. And tonight was one of those anomalies that kind of happened, where SAGU became a host team because they're one of the top 4 teams in the Sooner Athletic Conference in women's volleyball. And on the flip side, the women's basketball and men's basketball team had scheduled a game for tonight. So they had to move those games around. They're still playing them here on the campus, but at 4 o'clock, the Lady Lions basketball team played, and they won by 7, I believe, against Arlington Baptist, and then they delayed the men's game to be right after the volleyball game. So a lot of interesting things happening here on the campus. We're back underway with some volleyball. And lots of volleys going on. Suzanne, big hit. Well placed. And that's Bass doing more good work for her Lady Evangels team. Look at this, well placed. And I often wonder, why don't more hits wind up in the back corners like that? They seem very vulnerable, and especially when you see a team that's out of system.
It's a good way to switch up the offense. Typically, you'll see a shoot like that. It's a great swing there by Callie Shaw cross court. It's usually a way to switch up the offense when rallies have been going for a while. So that push right there was very strategic because both teams had been returning the plays back and forth no matter how hard either team was hitting. So that is when the teams tend to pull in and get sucked in on defense. So you see that deep push. It's actually really hard to do without getting a double contact. So pretty hard to execute, but when you do it right, it's a good move.
That was way long by Callie Shaw. MACU to serve. It will be Annika Barnett. Oh, great block by MACU. That was Diane Walter really getting most of the hand on it.
Just barely making it over the net there.
Elmiger from beyond the 10-foot line. Couple free balls given back to each other. Good hit. Good hit. Elena Hacheva.
And that's something you don't see very often, especially with Bruce there, but Almaguer, one of the strongest passers for the Lady Lions. It looked like she just got a little bit caught on her heels and fell to the floor too early. Coach Moore now calling a timeout here as the point differential is only 1. And I believe they are now on a 3-point run, if I'm not mistaken. So a good call by Coach Moore. We're getting into that point in the game where you don't want to give too many points away. You want to get to 20 first and then make it a sprint to 25. So very, very smart timeout here for Coach Moore. And again, I don't think that the Lady Lions feel too worried, but they just realize they're playing a little bit sloppy.
Well, yeah, and also you can't let the complacency set in just because you should win a game and you think you're going to win a game. Sometimes that can be the bitter enemy of success. Well, I have I'm a tease a topic we'll talk about in between games 1 and 2. But I want you to be thinking about it. We didn't get a chance to discuss because you were fighting traffic to get in. But women's basketball, women's volleyball. If they played each other's sport, they played each team, who would have the better chance for the upset?
Okay, I'll be thinking.
All right. That'll be fun. And you can tweet at us at SAGU Sports Net on Twitter if you have an opinion. That's Sophie Ivy serving.
Great solo block there by Jancy Akers, the freshman, up in the right place at the right time.
One of the fabulous freshmen Coach Hank Moore has brought in. Oh, that was a little long. Looked like she tried to put a little more arc on that and let it come softly down on the back line, but Got a little too much of it.
And they return the favor.
They do return the favor. That was wide left. Diane Walter, junior, middle blocker. Oh yeah, that looked good. It's well set up for Hachiba, and that was in. Kennedy Wiley just finding it very hard to make a mistake when she swings.
And that's that
Wow.
line shot that we talked about. She was getting more and more comfortable hitting the intense and shorter cross-court shots. So right there, she takes the ball a little bit longer in the court down the line and is still able to work around their defensive players for that point there. So maybe not as aggressive of a swing, but obviously by the point and the ball hitting the floor, it's working out for her. So why not?
Yep, why not? It is working well. Don't fix what is not broken.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yes. I agree with that.
So we've seen a lot of timeouts here at the end of set number 1. You can see MACU feeling the pressure a little bit. That was their second timeout. And you can see on the screen there a little bit of Sooner Athletic Conference action.
Devin, I didn't want to say I told you so this early, but
Oh, the score was wrong.
well,
Take it back.
no, they're still up. All right, I predicted Southwestern Christian University to perform the upset over JBU. It's going to be a tough one. That is going to be a great match. We'll try to keep you tuned, dialed in as you're watching election coverage tonight. Did you go vote? 22-17.
Well-placed roll shot there by Suzanne. Drops that elbow, hits the ball right in the middle in front of their libero.
Yeah, great technique. It's just, I don't know if it comes across on the TV like it does because we run it back in slow-mo. But ladies and gentlemen, it is something else to see when Suzanne hits the ball. It's not a huge swing, but she generates so much power in her forearm. It's quick. Oh. That was great effort by Celie Bruce and Callie Shaw just to keep it alive, and then it was all she could do to get to the ball. Sophie Ivy tries to get it, a backward reverse shot. Janty Akers. Ooh. Suzanne pushes it out. Didn't take a swing. She just elected to kind of softly push it over, trying to really hit a spot. You could tell she was really aiming at the line and going wide there. Oh, Callie Shaw.
When you've got your body moving in your momentum taking you one direction and you're trying to shove the ball the other direction, it's easy to overcompensate, and that's what happened there with Suzanne. She felt her body going one way, so she turned her arms and put all her power into the other direction, made it go just a little bit wide.
And that's a free play given up by the Lady Lions. Now back in system. And a big hit, another kill registered to Kennedy White. I mean, it's not just my eyes, Devin, but she gets up really high, right?
She does.
That is impressive. Oh, big hit. That is a superb hit by Deja Thompson. Keeping her Lady Evangels still within reach. 24-21. Cannot afford to give anything back at this point. Suzanne, good block. Going back to the well. That was a double contact, and Kennedy Wiley made a fabulous hit on this. Wow.
You could see there Ivy trying to get her feet set in time, but just barely behind the ball. When you don't get your feet and your hips set as a setter, it's really difficult to make a good play. And there we have Suzanne taking us out of set one, 25-22, with a really smart, soft tip all the way across the net.
Yeah, and that's a really, really tough shot because it is so easy to go the wrong way. She's riding the net down the line, just getting enough momentum on it, perfectly placed. And we've come to know that Suzanne can do that quite regularly. All right. And there you're seeing, well, as we talk about this this interesting topic of multiple sports playing each other, we'll let you see some of this Southwestern Christian and JBU matchup. So you're a volleyball player. You might be slightly biased, but I'm not going to force that on you. You might be totally independent of any bias. But athleticism, you have women's basketball team, women's volleyball team. And they get to play each other in their respective sports. Which athlete or which sport, athletes in that sport would face off and have a better chance to win the other sports game? So if you play the game, women's basketball played the volleyball team in volleyball, and then volleyball played the women's basketball team in basketball, who would come closer to beating that team?
Well, I am biased, terribly.
Well,
and I'm also
I don't know. You might be just realistic.
Well, I'm also terrible at basketball, so I have tried to play. There are several things working here. So basketball players probably historically taller, I think. So based on a basic skill level of the sport, volleyball, I think you can kind of squeak your way by even if you haven't really played by throwing an arm out. Basketball, you can't really do that. You got to be able to shoot and actually make a basket because that's how you score points in the game. But I think volleyball, basketball players would have the vertical to be able to block. They would be able to put up a block even if they don't know how. All you got to do is put your arms up. Obviously, there's a lot more strategy to it. But if they don't know the game, they just got to put their arms up and try and jump, throw some arms out and get a ball off the floor. So I think, and I am biased, but I do think that basketball players would have a better chance at beating volleyball players.
Really?
I do.
You are the first. And you're the volleyball player, so we have to respect the call there.
But I am so terrible at basketball, so that's not to say that this SAGU team could not beat in basketball. They may all be really good. I just can't make a shot.
We were thinking, wow, if you had to dig a Suzanne or a Kennedy Wiley or a Callie Shaw, the reflex, just the skill level it would take to dig one of those kill shots and keep it in play. Then you got to pass it and then set it up for a kill. I don't know. There's a certain skill set. The bump, set, spike.
Pass, set, hit.
See? See?
It could go both ways. I mean.
And I don't know. In volleyball, there's a lot of height. A lot of height.
As long as we're not talking about soccer.
What? What is that? That's only the biggest sport in the world. All right, back to action. MACU up 2-0. Nice placement, Suzanne Figueiredo. Well-placed shot. She does that so good. I mean, it just so you could tell she has done that a lot, been in that scenario, and just executes flawlessly. That looked actually short, but I think maybe they will credit a block to Hartline on that.
Yeah, and you could see her on the court right there signaling to her teammates that she just barely touched it. She was admitting to that, so we lucked out there.
Okay, Deja Thompson. Wow. On Friday when MACU was here, she had a couple really strong games. Very good hitter for the Evangels. Aha. Sophie Ivy sneaking one over on the second hit.
And you don't see her doing that with her right hand very often. So if you look here, she takes her right hand and is able to still control the ball even with being so close to the net. It's a pretty athletic play.
Wow, the lefty comes in, delivers, but Celie Bruce with great defense. Callie Shaw with a big hit, and it drops on the other side. Quick comeback for your Lady Lions. They are up by 1. Oh, big hit. Oh, no. Thompson goes down, grabbing her knee. She jumped very hard. And it looks like the SAGU training staff's down there attending, working on the knee, trying to figure out, get a good assessment of what's going on. Looks like Coach Moore's trying to help out, saying a word of prayer. Oh, she fell back on it. Yeah, just a little bit out of place. Does not take much when you get your weight all shifted onto one knee. Deja Thompson hearing the cheers from and the claps from her team. There you go. Oklahoma City has already won. That you can see the first round has been played at least by Oklahoma City and Oklahoma Panhandle State. OCU now advances. I believe, I feel 98% sure of this, that Oklahoma City will be hosting the Final Four tournament. And it will be played in Oklahoma City. We do know that. Fairly certain it will be on their campus. They have a very nice facility there. Deja Thompson getting up. Lots of applause. No one wants to see another player, especially one of the best players, go down. And they're trying not to move what we think is her knee. She seems to be in pretty good spirits, though. They're rolling her out.
Brings back too many memories.
Oh, I know, Devin. You had a career-ending injury yourself, and that is not fun to watch at all. Best to you, Deja Thompson. Speedy recovery. I don't think she's going to be able to pull an Aaron Rodgers and wrap it up and get back out on the floor. That looked a little too serious. Now the referees are talking, trying to get back in the swing of things. Everybody's breathing a sigh of relief collectively.
And this is a tough thing for MACU to overcome, especially using such a strong hitter, but even just the break in the play is really hard to overcome for both teams trying to get their focus back on the floor. So MACU's in for a unique challenge here.
Galashaw gets blocked. Good hit back over. Suzanne Figueredo is long. Hits that beyond the 10-foot line. Gets a good look at it. Just a little too much velocity.
Speaking of velocity.
There's a lot of velocity going on right there. You see Callie Shaw driving it. Just really, the timing on that was perfect. Ashlyn Thomas gets an ace. She was very happy about that. Almost a second ace. Jancy Akers, just to show you what kind of vertical. She looked like Michael Jordan hanging in there. Look at this. Look at that. Just tons of hang time. Kelly Shaw, is that registered as a kill when it's a happy birthday?
It is.
And that was a happy birthday, right?
So that would probably go down as a kill block. So a little bit different column.
Okay.
Still offensive though, and not a happy birthday for the character. Happy birthday, you gotta go full swing.
Okay, got it. MACU with the point, keeping it very close. They played a great game the last game. Getting into the 20s. That's not very easy to do on these Lady Lions. One of the top teams in the nation. Nikki Almaguer from the 10-foot line. I believe that was tipped. Yep, Sophie Ivy got a little piece of it. Good defense, MACU. Jancy Akers with another good swing and kill. Ooh, very close. It's a good look going straight down the line there. She was headed that direction, just couldn't quite get on the inside or outside of the ball to get it inside. Wow! Bringing a little bit of heat herself. That's Sheba. Bruce in the right place. Callie Shaw brings a little bit of off speed there. Makes the blocking wall have to hang up just a little bit longer, even though that was kind of a staggered jump by MACU.
And we've seen a lot of utilization of the block on both sides of the court The Lady Lions were putting up a really strong defense, so MACU early on in set number 2 decided, okay, well, we're going to try and use this block to our advantage, and we saw several balls hit off the block going to either side of the floor out of bounds for a MACU point. The Lady Lions are doing the same thing.
Brower with the kill there. Kelly Shaw just bumps it over. Oh, Brower, second in a row. Good swings, keeping this very tight. I couldn't tell if that got blocked or if the net pulled it back. Looked like she hit really into the net. Yep. First time I've seen them successfully block Kennedy Wiley. Good look there. This is great defense by MACU. Oh, great block, Jancy Akers. Soft touch. Kind of faking out the defense there. Watch this. Oh, nice. Just really caught them off guard with the roll, the slight bump roll there. They actually hit the floor about the time the ball was going over the net, so got them out of sync.
You can see MACU doesn't have a whole lot to talk about on their timeout. They're having a great time, really relaxed. They've already broken out of their huddle back to their positions on the court. And like we talked about when we had that injury a few plays ago, you would think it would be MACU struggling more to get focused and get back in the game, but based on the scoreboard and just kind of the feel on the court, the Lady Lions are having a little bit harder of a time. So Coach Moore obviously calling a timeout here to give his girls a break. Lots of unforced errors that we've seen from Suzanne, a couple setting errors from Ivy, balls hitting the floor that don't necessarily deserve to be hitting the floor. So a smart timeout, hopefully a game shift for the Lady Lions.
Well, we'll see here. Oh, great hit.
So there is a completely open net there. They didn't close the block. That's why you see the ball hitting where there is no defender. That's the block's ball. Coach Moore looking pretty frustrated on the bench. Understandably so. It almost looks like these last couple points, the Lady Lions have forgotten the game they know how to play.
Yeah, we've noticed that they lose their attention span. At some points, they get in this deep lull and find it very hard to work themselves out. That was just a poor set by Ivy. And MACU finding themselves on quite the roll. Kennedy Wiley with the big swing gets blocked. They keep it alive. Free ball over. Figueiredo. And that's called in. It looked overruled by R1. It did look out. But it was close. It was very close.
And if you're a Lady Lions fan, you are extremely thankful for that call.
Wow. That was a good 7-point run right there by the Evangels. Fantastic roll. Here come the Evangels with service. Maddie Hartline gets blocked. Does a great block here. Right, she goes right into the middle.
And we talk a lot about volleyball is all about doing the little things right. So right there you see how Maddie Hartline reached back. She got blocked, which is okay. That's supposed to happen. It's going to happen in volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
But when you're on the front row, it's kind of the cardinal sin to reach back and try and cover yourself when you know your teammates are all there. So unless you can really see the ball and know that you're going to make a good solid contact with both arms, you're not supposed to reach back. And that goes into the whole philosophy of having trust in your teammates that they're going to be where they say they will be. So right there, that last play, a great example of not doing the little things right. They're getting a little frantic, kind of throwing arms out, just trying to scrape up some kind of momentum shift. And unfortunately, in their case, it's not working out really well for them. So Coach Moore calls the second timeout. He's now out of timeouts in set number 2, so he is desperate to get his team pulled back together. But at some point, like we know, he can only do so much, and it requires the 6 girls on the floor to really pull themselves out of this rut.
Got to step up. I think he's made all the adjustments he can make, like you were saying. And now, got to execute. And that's a good way to start. You come out of a timeout and you score, that's a good start. Still got a big uphill climb to make to get this game just, back into some kind of contention. Four hits, is that what it was?
Yeah, she hit that into the net. Could have been that. I'm not sure if they called.
Yeah, it was not blocked, so it would have been a 4th hit.
And it might have also hit the antenna, so 2 violations.
Ooh, looked like she jumped a little early. Yep, it's not as much early as the set was just not there. And she tried to make the best out of it she could, and it came up a little short. Now, what's impressive about the Lady Evangels here is they lost one of their top players in Deja Thompson, going down. Very, very emotional kind of thing that happened, and she immediately went down with obviously some kind of knee issue and got carted off. Hats off to the Evangels for really responding, coming out and playing so great since that moment.
And that is a true testament to their mental toughness. It's really hard, like I was mentioning earlier, for any team when you have a significant break, whether it's a problem with the books or a referee confusion or a substitution error, anything like that, that requires you to take a long break. Because volleyball is so fast-paced, it's just as easy to lose focus as it is to move from point to point. So MACU has shown an incredible amount of mental toughness in this set here. But the Lady Lions are now back and on a 3-point run, causing MACU to call another timeout here as we are back into set number 2.
Poor hit, maybe even the low set there, putting Brower into a bad position. She couldn't make much of it.
Now it looks to be 3 in a row that MACU has hit almost directly into the net. Some are a little more questionable than others, but they're struggling to get that ball above the plane of the net into a playable position.
Oh, miss hit. Kennedy Wiley just gets a little too much. She was trying to go down across court or down the line of the net and trying to squeeze that in and couldn't get it over. Great block. Great hit. Nice recovery by the Evangels, giving up 4 straight points and coming back with a couple of their own. Wow. Big hit by number 16, Kennedy Wiley. Very nice.
Absolutely nobody there. Great swing.
Nice bump there.
Great defense by Seeley Bruce.
And just a little long. Almaguer almost took it and realized she was way back. Need to let that one go as you see it. Oh, and no. It's just a 2-point game. Still a little climbing left for the Lady Lions to get back into this. The Evangels have played really, really well. And Coach Faith Avalos calls their second last time out of set number 2. Haven't seen an update on Southwestern Christian and John Brown. There it is. Second set, another barn burner.
You can say, I told you so again.
In Siloam Springs.
And MACU again beating SAGU out to the floor. Understandably ready to get this game back underway. Although the momentum is slightly more leaning on the Lady Lions side, MACU still has the lead, 20-18.
Texas Wesleyan up on Wayland Baptist. Oh, big hit by Nikki Almaguer. That was going to be tough to dig.
And now both teams have utilized both their timeouts. So it's just going to be fair play until the scoreboard says 25.
This is going to be a big point for whoever gets it. Oh, good hit. It's in play. Callie Shaw. Wow. That ball almost went straight down. Oh, it got hit. Almaguer. Akers. Or that was Hartline. All knotted up. Well, it was all knotted up. Now MACU up 1. Oh, great defense. Evangels. Great defense by the Lions. Oh, big hit. Silly Bruce. Libero against Libero.
And an easy free ball here for the Lady Lions to return.
Wow!
Unanswered swing.
That was huge. Every person in this gym holding their breath. I believe you could have heard a pin drop in between the hit of the volleyball. Tense.
I wish we could have replayed that entire rally. So many great things happen on offense and defense.
It really did. Wow. And nothing like a huge spark to win a point like that. You really feel a momentum shift when something like that happens. And a little delay in trying to clean the court up. Ashton Thomas served. Oh, great recognition. That was very close. That was very close. Coach Moore off his seat. Look at this. Does she get it?
Oh, it's totally up.
Wow. And she said She even clapped her hand, letting them know she got it. You owe me one. Coach Moore to R2. Wait a minute. That's not how it works, Coach. Oh, Callie Shaw bringing it back to square. 22-22.
We always say the ball never lies.
Well,
They got that next point.
I'm not superstitious or anything. Good leave. Wow, she relaxed and just took her time. Didn't force that. Alexa Bass with a great slide play there. Good defense. It's going to be a... Oh, are you kidding me? What a great hit into the middle of nothingness. No defense at all. Game point on the line. Callie Shaw said, I got a little something to say about that. So you keep feeding the beast. Still 1 point down. This is still game point on the line. Shaw puts it in play. Silly Bruce with some great defense. Shaw. Wiley ties it up. The freshman. What pressure. Look at this. Great bump set by Callie Shaw. She does it all. And then Kennedy Wiley finishes it off. It's tied. Going into some overtime.
Sealy Bruce just playing lights out defense. Balls that you really think have no possibility of getting up. She is getting underneath and making things happen.
Good block. Bruce sets. Wiley trying to be sneaky going down the left line. And again, Wiley trying to go the other way. Her last 2 or 3 have gone down the left line. So now she kind of tries to go a little bit more cross court on it. Gets caught in the net. Game point. Bruce. That's out of bounds. Off the wall of blockers. Maddie Hartline in. Brittany Stalaby in. Thomas and Akers out. It's all tied up. Got to win by 2. Oh! Looked like it touched her. It did. It looked like it touched her, but she says it didn't. R1 comes back in. It does look like it, but I don't know.
It totally did. Totally did.
We didn't have a good angle on it. Uh-oh. Way up in the air. The bench disperses. Great defense by the Evangels. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a barn burner of a set. Your Lady Lions win it. Whew, that was amazing.
Too close for comfort.
Such great volleyball. Both of these teams really wanting to get the win. Wow. Kudos to MACU. Fantastic play. Wow. That was so much fun to watch. The gym was electric. I mean, it was like collectively everyone holding their breath. That's a lot of fun. I see you're speechless.
Yep, you're right. I am. I was just thinking about the amazing defense we saw from Bruce.
It was. She fielded some, like, it seemed unfieldable hits.
And they were great passes, too. It wasn't like she just barely got it up. It was like a perfect pass right to the hands of Sophie Ivy. So,
well, that's why she's the libero.
She deserves that spot for sure.
Great defense right there. Oh, my. And then Bruce just going after it and accurately hitting it with one hand. Oh, that was so good. Look at this. Liberos going at it. Wow. What a great, great play. That play has got to go into some kind of highlight reel for both teams, really.
So here it's going to be interesting to see who comes out strong in set 3 because we thought after losing a player to injury in set 2, MACU would struggle to come back, but they definitely proved me wrong. You know, there's always that chance that they can overcome easily, and that was the case in set 2. So we'll see here if the Lady Lions keep that fire that they had at the end of set 2, or if MACU again comes back and gives them something to fight for.
Another great point in replay here. Look at that. I almost hit the light.
And what's impressive here is how Kennedy just gets back up and up and up 3 times in a row.
I know. Just really fighting for it. Man, those were 2 fantastic points.
Waylon Baptist took a set.
And Texas Wesleyan cannot take it for granted. That is for sure. Waylon Baptist is very capable of beating Texas Wesleyan. They have not had the greatest season, but in a one and done kind of format, they are one of those opponents you have got to take seriously. They have some very good hitters on that team. And their defense has been up and down all year, but if they can get their hitting going, they can stay in the game with anybody. And I'm interested in that John Brown, Southwestern Christian University matchup. At first, I was going to say SCU up 12-0 on JBU, but not quite.
Nice try.
They're up in the 3rd set. They've won the first 2, Missy. And we're underway. Figueredo Hardline that was a great putback, but Hardline with a great play there to get the ball up. A little bit of an accident, I believe. And MACU keeping their momentum going. And there you see
Ivy with a lucky play there.
Well, if you attempt it enough times, at some point, it's going to go your way. Oh, short. Veteran play there. Ooh, Callie Shaw thought that was going to be long. You can see she dug in to go get it and then backed off and then said, whoa, no, wait. Oh, no. Done. Maddie Hardline being her typical solid self in the middle there, getting that point. A bit awkward. Nonetheless, it's a point.
A point nonetheless. There you go.
Left-handed. Blocked. Callie Shaw covers herself. Almaguer gets it over from the 10-foot line. Big hit long. And that was number 42. Hannah Balzer Lipset.
Nice trick play there by Shaw.
Is that what that is?
She returns it with that.
I think so. And she broke out the ghost pepper salsa. Oh my goodness. Clocked in at 93 miles an hour. Almaguer with a great hit right back to the middle. And I believe you normally say that you try to hit to the corners when you're hitting from the middle back line there. She went straight at that middle back. Seeley. Oh, Almaguer bringing her own heat. And just a miscue by Hannah Bowser Lipset. Almaguer over. Yeah, I kind of saw that was going to break up just from the initial set over.
It seems for the most part the Lady Lions are playing a bit cleaner here at the beginning of set 3. I really felt like I couldn't even recognize that team. In set 2, it was like they just kind of forgot how to.
Well, and it's one of those psychological things. It is very hard to work yourself out. If you've not been an athlete or played in competitive sports at a fairly high level, it's hard to understand because you're just kind of watching it all unfold with your eyes. But there is just a mental thing that happens in competitive sports that you get into a cycle. And you just find it nearly impossible to break out. And that's what we saw from the Lady Lions there. And you got to be careful. You don't want to, it's a fragile point of mind there. And you don't want to fall back into it.
Perfect pass there by Almaguer. A beautiful execution on all accounts. Just
good block.
Yeah, you just salute him on that one.
I would pull my hands out of the way too. Oh my goodness. That's breaking fingers right there if you get in the way. Oh, wow. Ashlyn Thomas with her second ace. A little bit of a lucky ace, but nonetheless, an ace.
We'll take it.
Shaw with a little off speed. Oh, Almaguer.
Oh,
laughing.
Ivy called the touch right there.
She says she touched it. Point goes to MACU.
Good reach there for Ivy.
Yeah, that she was in a bad position, really didn't have a whole lot she could do but get that over. Well retrieved by MACU. Good dig. That lands in. That was very close. You'll see, big hit, big block.
That would be a happy birthday.
Gotcha. Okay. And ooh, that was just a little wide. Yep, just a little bit wide left. Akers.
Wide open court there.
Yep. It was deflected, so it got redirected. I think she got caught in a decision, and Jancy Akers hit that ball very hard. So making it necessary to make that decision, especially fast. She couldn't get out of the way. I think it might have been out of bounds if she didn't hit it.
I think you're right.
Oh, nice. Nice recovery there. Ooh, a little bit long. Kalishaw trying to go to the back right corner. There you go. Suzanne Figueiredo bouncing it off the block. Looked ever so intentional, to be honest with you. Good block.
You can see the overwhelming excitement for them to have blocked Suzanne.
Oh, yeah. It's a big deal. Oh. Kennedy Wiley saying, my bad. I was in your space. Gotta learn the personal space.
So a quick lesson here. We don't have too much time to talk about it, but there is a strategy. Oh, I got to interrupt myself. Kennedy Wiley with a great swing there across court. There is a strategy on, we call it the seams in between each player in serve receive. So depending on where the server is on the opposing side, you take a certain seam either in front of the person next to you or behind the person next to you, and you always call that between every serve. So right there, that was Seeley's seam to take. She had no doubt called the ball, just a little bit of confusion, which happens quite a bit. But there is a strategy in place to try and eliminate that from happening as much as possible. If you are facing the server, then you're gonna take that front seam to your right and the back seam to your left, and vice versa. Quick lesson.
Thank you for that lesson, Mrs. Webb. That was fantastic. Oops. Actually, not a bad cross the court as far as you could go set.
That was a beautiful set, actually.
Wow. Look at that, the accuracy. maybe Maddie Hartline get a little lucky for not being in the net. And that just went a little long.
And you saw there, MACU, a little bit out of system on this replay. You can see an attempt to turn shoulders back into the court. But again, if your hips and shoulders aren't lined up right where you're trying to go, it's really, really difficult to get the ball to go a different direction. So the best way to know which way a ball is going to go is look at the player's shoulders. Unless she takes a last-minute turn with her wrist either direction, that's a pretty surefire way to know which direction the ball is going to go. So in that case, her shoulders were facing too far outside the court and the ball went directly there.
And I'll say one thing I've noticed in light of that insightful tip, Kennedy Wiley, when she gets in the air, she keeps her shoulders very open. It's kind of hard to read her other than in a very general way. She doesn't commit to one side or the other. And I noticed that she picks that really in the air. A lot of hitters go up. They kind of already know where they're going to go. If you see Callie Shaw, she's head first, coming in full steam. She's just going to go through you. Kennedy has more of a artistic approach to it. I'm a draw when I get there kind of thing.
Yeah, and she's able to, with that vertical of hers, she's got a lot of hang time in the air to make that last minute decision. And all of her movements, if you notice, are really quick. She's decisive, but again, she doesn't make a decision too soon, like you said. So she has the hang time in the air, but can also move her body quickly enough to turn the direction of the ball midair.
Well, that's a special gift. Ooh, a little bit long. Couple hitting errors back to back for MACU. Going to need to really tighten up here. Again, Suzanne being very accurate with her serves. Was that an ace?
Yes.
Of course it was. You see, I've got some statistics here. And, yep, Suzanne Figueiredo is the leading acer. She has the most aces for this Lady Lions team. Callie Shaw, number 8 in the nation in kills per set. There you see JBU trying to pull one out at home over Southwestern Christian University. And that was the number 4-5 game being played. So you could expect that to be maybe one of the most competitive games, although MACU is giving a good game to this match to the Lady Lions. Not going quietly.
Great block there by Hartline. Solo block, and she's up again.
I think that was tipped by Sophie Ivy. Hartline just punching it over. Oh, big hit. Hartline covered it. Oh, Kennedy Wiley. Big swing. Almaguer in for Wiley. Almaguer is going to serve. And that was out. Tried to go down the line with it. Looked like it was going to be good. It hugged the line tightly.
Just barely long there. And you saw her shoulders facing the opposite side of the floor. She turned that hand at the last minute. Easier for a lefty to do.
Oh, now that was a cannon ball. Just shot. Boom. That's a slow motion, folks. Oh, hit wide right from way back. Oh, great block. And Almaguer really gave it a great effort to try and get that over. That's just a lot of commitment. Every ball. That would have been easy to lay off and say, okay, that's going to be out of reach. We'll get it next time, because there's a 8-point lead going here. But Almaguer knows no quit. Ooh, goes down the net line there. Did it get hit? It was out. Point. Oh, that was out. It was ever so close. Callie Shaw reaching back. Shaw off speed, lowering the elbow and just pulling everything off of it. Here's match point. Ashlyn Thomas gets the opportunity to bring this home. Game and match. Free ball over. Almaguer, great effort. Oh, pretty. That was a very, very pretty play.
We are 1 point away here from finishing this match. See if the Lady Lions can take it with some gusto.
Going to Callie Shaw with a big hit, and it's in the stands. That is the game and match. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Sooner Athletic Conference volleyball champions, winning the first round of the Sooner Athletic Conference tournament, on their way to Oklahoma City now to get into the Final Four. And they're kind of, as weird as this is to say, they really, really need to win this next one to get in the championship game to secure themselves a bid to the national tournament. Just one more, and they will cinch it up and definitely secure their spot in the national championship. They do not have to win necessarily the championship game, although I'm sure they would like to. But if they win one more and get into the championship game, it should all but do it and guarantee SAGU's first ever NAIA national tournament appearance. Wow. Devin, it's been a great ride. This team has given us a lot to talk about, a lot to cheer for, and it's just been a lot of fun. It's always fun to win, never fun to lose. So we've done a lot of winning, and we haven't called a losing game.
No.
Not one.
It makes it a good season.
It really does. Well, Kristen Urban is down courtside with Sealy Bruce. Kristen, what does Sealy got to say?
Thanks, Sean. Sealy, Mid-America Christian put up quite the fight tonight. How were you able to come out with the win?
We just played as a team, and everybody did their part on the court, and we made it happen.
This was the last home game of your college volleyball career, and you came out with a win. How does it feel?
Really, really good. It feels super weird not to play here again, but it was good.
Thanks, Sealy, and congratulations. Back to you, John and Devin.
Thanks, Sealy. Thanks, Kristen. That was great. Thanks for the ride. It was awesome. And next year, as far as we're concerned, the SAGU Sports Network, we got a lot to look forward to. What do you think? Give us some final thoughts about the fantastic 4 freshmen that came in and really have contributed. Have you ever seen this many freshmen contribute to one team's success as freshmen like you have this year?
No, I definitely haven't, and I think Coach Moore, he has to be excited for his upcoming few seasons. When he looks at his bench, we've talked a lot about the deep talent that he has there. He can dig really far down his bench and try out some new lineups to make things work for him, and he did that this season. So the freshmen, even though this is their first season, they're already experienced and they're already playing together as a team. Especially with Sophie Ivy being a junior, she's going to come back even stronger next year and have that chemistry already worked out with those 4 freshmen, and that's going to make a huge difference, even more so in the talent level that Coach Moore has. And I know we've talked, he's got some other strong players that are looking to come here next year too.
Yep.
So
great recruiting class coming in.
We can only go up from here.
Yeah, and that just when you say it like that, if we're going to go up from here, it just looks like things are going to get better. They're sitting at 28-3. 28-3. That is an amazing season. So hats off to Coach Hank Moore, his assistant coach Nicholas Moore, and what a great Lady Lions volleyball club they have assembled. Excellent job. Callie Shaw, Sealy Bruce, Suzanne Figueiredo, just some fantastic. Molly McBride, the seniors that led this team this year. It was such a fun ride. We hate to call it quits, but sometime all good things must end. And this is the end of our broadcast as they get ready for a basketball game coming up. Stay tuned to the SAGU Sports Network. Next semester we'll carry all the basketball games and a lot of Sooner Athletic Conference action as well as other NAIA action as well. It's been so good to be here with you. I'm John Cookman with my partner Devin Webb and Kristen Urban and this fantastic student crew. It's been a pleasure. May God richly bless you. Have a good evening.